Welcome back to DSI. All right, Trey, we're taking things to the pitch for the beautiful game. This is the third straight season up in Delaware that we've seen.
Talk about a rivalry, right?
Yes, absolutely. This particular championship matchup, and for the past 2 seasons, things have swung in one direction. Caesar Rodney and Indian River have squared off the past 3 years. The Indians didn't want the Riders' streak to extend to 3 straight championships. So let's get it going. 17 minutes in, CR's Macy Aglio booms one in from about 25 yards out. That goes just out of reach of the keeper for the goal. Less than a minute later off the corner kick, it's Kimberly Glasser with a beautiful header.
Look at that.
Oh, CR leads 2-0 just like that. Second half, IR's defense absolutely keeps them in this game. It's the goaltender for Bria McCrae. She gets her hands on that one shot, grabs it to keep it out. Moment later, that looked like a sure goal, but nope, McCrae denies it. 6 minutes left. The Indians, Isabella Keith, strikes from the left side. She makes it 2-1, but CR holds on in the final minutes to take it 2-1. Their third straight Henlopen Conference Championship title.
Pretty excited. I'm glad we did it sophomore, junior, senior year. It makes me really excited. I'm really excited for the tournament too. We've never really been able to grasp that state tournament championship, but the Henlopen Conference means a lot to us because of that.
And the Henlopen Conference means a lot to us as well, right?
Yes, and I think they deserve a crown of some sort. They own the soccer scene in the Henlopen, absolutely.
All right. On to lacrosse now, where we had a big one in the new Delaware Sports Turf Complex. Roll out the championship game in New Digs. Why not, right? The Caesar Rodney Riders, again, hosting the Milford Bucks in the Henlopen Championship game in lacrosse. And Milford came into this game representing the South after finishing tied with IR. Early in the first, Jacob Copio finding a cut-in Josh Cogson for the score. Then Noah Long's just nice footwork there, able to beat his defender, dropped his defender actually, and scored a goal. Second quarter, more of the same. Jackson Phillips with the score down low. And then here's the second half. It turned nightfall. Daniel Evans, nice rip from outside of the circle. My goodness, CR putting the moves on, and they win big in this game. How about it? Caesar Rodney sweeping everything. Girls soccer, boys lacrosse, everything. They win. They beat Milford by a count of a 19-2.
I think if you look in this year's edition of the dictionary, if you look under ownage, you would see Caesar Rodney there in parentheses. Henlopen Conference.
Especially in the spring, right?
In the spring, yeah,
it's serious. A little bit to talk about with their football team, but speaking of ownage,
springtime.
How about we go right now to the Harvard of the Mid-Atlantic, right? And we're talking a little bit about ownage. We got to talk about Salisbury. We got to talk about lacrosse. We got to talk about Jim Berkman. And for that, we send it to the wall with Jeff.
Yeah, Trey, the Harvard of the Mid-Atlantic. We couldn't go through a DSI without mentioning Salisbury University. And we're going to stay with lacrosse now, but we're going to turn it a bit to the collegiate ranks as the Salisbury men look to avenge their sole loss early in the season to Cabrini in the quarterfinals of the NCAA Division III tournament. The Gulls hosted the Cavaliers Wednesday night, and SU looked rested and ready to play. We saw Nathan Blondino able to find Brendan Bromwell, a name we hear often for the score. And then we're really just going to see SU just kind of ripping through this one. It's going to be nice work behind the net from John Wheeler, able to deke and score. And SU really just too much to handle in this one. Andrew Turnahan, he rocketed a shot, was able to score. Jake Rotman able to stutter step and score. Bounce one through the keeper's legs, right through the 5-hole. And then really sealing things off in this one, Nick Garbarino, a name we hear way too often. He finds Zach Pompeo right in front for the shot down low. Seagulls advance to the semifinals tomorrow afternoon, where they will host Denison at 1 o'clock. Also with the win, SU head coach, we mentioned him, Jim Berkman, picked up his 500th career victory in 29 seasons with the school. But let's not forget about the SU women and much of the same for them. We see the score there. The Lady Gulls were in action this afternoon, taking on Ithaca in the third round and picked up the win by the score of 15-8. Quick turnaround, though, for SU as they will get the night to rest before taking on Gettysburg tomorrow afternoon at 2:30. And coming up after the break, we take things to the big leagues to discuss the Orioles and their season through the first 40 games. Stay with us.
I'm Madison Hawkson. I play soccer for Indian River, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.